Hello and welcome to BraddersGrappers episode 50 something because I haven't bothered to check. This is the special 22nd anniversary show for Futureshock Wrestling, which took place at the Manchester MMU or Manchester Union or the MMU or the MMU Union, depending on your outlook on life. So obviously I am here. Joining us all also is the slowly taking over from my other unofficial co-host from Merseyside way. We are going the other way as we have Bolton John on the podcast. Good
Hello.
evening, John.
Hello. I'm glad to be back again to take over as an unofficial co-host on this podcast, seemingly.
And actually here, as we keep saying now.
I know we haven't had to pull out the voice memos for a little while now. I've actually managed to turn up for a change.
We should do an episode where you just turn up, but we just have you do voice notes instead.
We could do. I could
Just as
just
a
I could
bit
just
of a
sit here on my I could just play the voice memos from my phone into the microphone. See how that works.
just mouth as you play it.
I'll just do like a little bit of tape over my mouth.
Yeah.
And then play there, and that works. That feels like avant-garde. That's avant-garde podcasting. That's like experimental.
We're going. Oh no. I am back.
You had little
And
freeze there.
And what we will realize is this could be a very troublesome podcast to record. As apparently,
Possibly without.
I am 3 out of 4 on the Wi-Fi, but as we have realized before we recorded, or the pre-record of the last record, so to speak, my internet is, I mean, to be blunt, shit.
It's been quite spotty. We've had some technical issues. Some laptops had to be restarted. Some Ethernet cables had to be plugged and unplugged.
It is effectively more spottier than the spotty man from Supersad being naked. That is how spotty it is. Or the spotty man having chicken pox, if you want to go down that route.
That's a better joke. That's a solid gag. Well done.
Well, you say gag. I say it's just a term of phrase.
Solid bit.
However, this is going to be an interesting one because I was there for both shows. One member of this crew was only there for one.
Indeed, it was a long day for me because I got into town probably about 11:30 that morning. I watched the Bolton game in a pub with friend of the show Gray, and then we went up to Stretford to go see Stretford Pride's little wrestling show, which I could talk about if you want, or we can.
I'll just say you were there. We can talk about it.
We've got enough to talk about anyway, so I'll say it was a fun time. It was a bit silly. It was very much baby's first wrestling show, so it was a lot of simple yay boo stuff, but it was a fun time, and we had a good time doing it. And after that, we came back into town and we caught up with all yous to go to the second half or the show 2 of the anniversary show.
Yes. Considering we originally went to kind of meet up at I think it was the Salutation that's next door to the Union. And then we found out it was shut.
Yes.
Because they are doing repairs. Not originally actually being completely closed off. It's just shut for repairs. But the way we were told was like it had completely shut down forever. So, duff information. A bit like this
Aye.
podcast at times. But anyhow,
Yes.
we will get through this because we have two shows to talk about. One
Yes.
show, it is going to be interesting because I did write a piece on this particular podcast. Oh, sorry, this episode that we are going to talk about.
There we go.
I have written show 2. I just have to go over it first. And it is far too long. Mainly because of one certain match, which we will chat a fair bit about, I feel.
I feel like I know what that match will be, so I look forward to contributing.
Afterwards.
I definitely look forward to contributing in this one then.
And if anyone is actually watching the video version of this, I think the photo behind me is very evident of what we're going to talk about.
We will get to that.
Yes.
Let's not spoil the fun.
So we came to last Saturday, which was the 22nd anniversary show for Futureshock Wrestling. Now, before we actually get to the show, I want to get our opinions on what we thought the show beforehand, or what we thought going into it. Because I know I literally put on one of the Discords we're in. Weeks and weeks prior, I was not particularly excited, shall we say, for this show. Due mostly compared to like the last couple of years, where everything seems to have been kind of like set up and the excitement builds from like one show to the other. And even after we finished with End of the Line, I was still quite down on this as we're heading to it. And even towards the week leading up to it. However, I did make the point as well a couple days prior that there have been a few shows that I have attended where you see a card or you see a show that's coming up and you think it's not looking that great. And by the time you leave the show, you come out of it thinking, oh, that was one of the best shows I've seen this year. So I've kind of gone with that thought process. So I'd completely changed from like a month prior from going, this is going to be poor to I'll give it a chance. Thankfully,
it's a basic level of pattern recognition to some degree.
Thankfully, that mindset did help. Plus, the card was really good. Come the end of it. What was your thing going into this? Because I know we were kind of the same thing.
I don't necessarily know if I was as negative on it. Again, I'm someone who doesn't watch or go to Futureshock regularly enough to have like a lot of pre-built conceptions on how cards should go and stuff like that. I just sort of, including this show, was very much a case of I got Saturday off like a couple of days beforehand, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to that. Why not? So I wasn't really in the hype space for it to some degree. But I understand a lot of like sort of discourse around it being like it's the anniversary, it's the hype doesn't feel as there comparatively. It feels like it's a bit not necessarily a rush job, but it's felt a bit like things have been added.
Oh, you froze.
You are in a position where I may have done there. I don't know, but yeah, it's one of those where like if you go into a show thinking this is the hype, this is the big show, you're naturally going to be a bit like, if it's just good, you're going to maybe be like, I don't know about that. But if you go into a show with baseline expectations, then it can overperform, and
Yeah.
you can be like, that was really good. And I'm always good at having a baseline expectation for stuff like this. So if it overachieves even slightly, which this show very much did,
Mm.
I come out of it in a good mood. So yeah, it's one of them. It's the nature of building cards and building hype is if you get overhyped for something, it can be disappointing. If you have a little baseline, it can overachieve and be really good.
Yeah. It's I think it was also the case of they were hampered with the show, the double header show at I think it was the Union that got cancelled.
Mm.
So there were two shows behind building up really
Aye.
the anniversary show. So they,
Mm.
I mean, to use the American sports term, they gained kind of a show back.
Mm.
But they're still down a game.
Yes.
However, with what they did,
Mm.
you've got to give them credit for how well they kind of like put things together and got some semblance, shall we say, into
Aye.
this. So
Absolutely.
it did help. So let's get into the actual show.
If you credit, and it's that they're able to.
Exactly. So we start off, or we would.
Continue.
There we're back. This is going to be an ongoing thing. I can see it. If it works, great. You could just hear me. No, you're not.
Ooh.
I am back. It is very temperamental, the internet tonight.
Oh,
Very.
you've gone quite bad now. I think you've gone quite freezing now.
Am I freezing?
Yes, it's very. You are a little bit. Yes, you've come back now.
Am I robotic?
You're fine now. You're okay now. You had a little couple minutes there where it went a bit.
I will take the headset off and see how we go.
Maybe. Okay. See, it's coming back now. It's improving a little bit now.
Well, it could arguably be interference with the headset. I don't know.
Maybe.
But we will push on and see how far we go. It
Okay.
says. So match number one was Deck McCarthy taking on Dynamite Lee Dawson in a non-title contest. Lee, who is currently going through a crisis of confidence, has not won a match since I believe I think it was the Last Chance Battle Royal. I could be wrong on that. I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. Which was, I believe, last November. Ironically, at the Union. Obviously, Big Deck McCarthy, current at the time of this show, the men's Futureshock champion. This is a really good opening match. Dynamite, as you would expect, wanting to try and get one over the champion. We did see the case of what we've saw a couple of times with Dawson now, of gets kind of like his nose ahead in the contest, has things going his way, unravels his wrist tape to do the light the fuse, and kind of, I don't know if it's losing heart or if it's just, no, it's not time to do it yet, and then ravels it kind of like back up.
He's overthinking it. He's not got the self-confidence to just do it.
Yes. So he kind of winds it up. However, every single time Dawson seems to be kind of, again, getting some semblance of control in this contest. We're always joined by Aziz Marwan, who is on the outside, providing, whether you want to say immoral support or support, and giving it to Anderson Daniels, who is sat front row on show 1.
Okay.
Was the one thing I will say about show 1 that I enjoyed was anyone involved in the matches seemed to either have a go at Anderson or they'd try and fight his daughter, which I did find quite humorous. And to be fair, I think his daughter could take most of them on.
No doubt,
absolutely. So anyway, back to the match. Dynamite is kind of like struggling a bit against McCarthy. Every single time he gets some momentum built, he then loses it. We get Dynamite hitting I think it was a dive through the ropes. It could have been over the ropes. At times I could not see because of the glare, which did make me feel like I was at Wembley Stadium for a rock concert at times. What wasn't always the best. But yeah, Dynamite leaps to the outside, takes out both McCarthy and Aziz. Once they get back into the ring, Dawson takes a T-bone suplex from McCarthy. McCarthy looks to end things, going for Morrigan's call. Lee escapes. We then have the kind of 5 seconds of both men reversing constant waistlock attempts, with Deck just ending things with just driving his thigh into the head of Dawson. And then towards the closing stages, Lee fights back, has Deck up on the top rope for the powder keg DDT. Aziz once again interjects himself, pushes the legs of McCarthy off the top rope. We then have Deck, I believe, kind of hangs Dawson, kind of jumps down and pulls his head down. He goes back, hits the Morrigan's call, then applies the Shankly Gate to get the submission win, and sets him up for later on that night in his big title defense.
Hey.
Now then, our first of the show.
So this is going to be a fun one, considering that I wasn't in the room for it.
Yes, there is that.
So I'm bad enough at guessing the matches where I've seen them and was in the room for them. How do you think I'm going to do against ones that I wasn't even present for?
I will give you leeway of 2 minutes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go 7 minutes 20.
12 minutes.
All right. I'm not taking
It's closer than some of the guesses you have.
These ones don't count towards my stats because I wasn't in the room. So
no, this is effectively pre-season.
Yes.
This is what
absolutely
this is.
This is quite literally just guesswork.
Oh yes.
This is just me having an assumption and pulling a number out my ass. So
this is effectively this podcast of where we just pull it out our ass anyhow. So
very true. Yes.
It's the same thing. Anywho, from there we have Aziz staying in the ring, cutting a promo, cutting down Josh Easy, who is not in the MMU, has a go, basically calls Easy, calls him a coward, mainly because he wanted Aziz when he knew he wasn't there, because he was overseas, globe-trotting, speaking to the higher-ups to earn some of that sweet, sweet money. which we all dream of. That is the dream.
Indeed.
Then badmouth people that do sad, pathetic podcasts. Absolutely no idea who he means. But on the same note, thanks for listening. We then have a video appear, and it is none other than Josh Easy, who is wearing a party hat and has some tinsel behind him. Very Fairfield Social Club-esque, shall we say.
Okay.
To which they could have, just tightened the camera frame. Because it did look very much like they've just put one bit of tinsel up in a white
the one
room.
they could afford.
Yes. It's just like, just zoom in. Just make it look more fuller. So he then cuts this promo and says, I've got an opponent for you. And let me just say this. He is super. I'll be honest. I couldn't think of anyone super. And then when the opponent came out,
we forgot.
It was pretty obvious who it was.
Not about the super athlete.
Yes. It wasn't until I saw it come up on screen I thought, oh yeah, you idiot. Of course it is. Which of course was Troy Ryan, who also is going to face Det McCarthy later on show 2 for the men's Future Shock title. This, I'm not going to give away how long this was. But Aziz did get some offense in.
We tried. He really tried.
But he got some in. Ended up with both men on the outside. Troy trying to throw Aziz into the ring post. Did not manage to. Aziz managed to reverse it and throw kind of like Troy into it. From then on, it saw, or when they got back in the ring, Aziz used the taupe rope. I think that's meant to say top rope, but I've switched letters round.
Probably going to be like the tope ropacida or something like that.
Yes, that's what we'll call it now, the taupe rope. So he goes to the top rope, hits a flying clothesline, I believe. This is like when you have a doctor's note, you don't understand the writing. I don't understand what I've written, which is always helpful for notes. Anyhow, that wakes up Troy, as if Troy really needed kind of waking up. Hits a press slam on Aziz, followed by the fall of Troy, and picks up victory. How long was this contest?
This sounds like it was quite short, so I'm going to go...
That's why I tried not to make it too long.
Yeah. I'm going to go 5 minutes 35.
Oh, 3 minutes 20.
Even shorter. I was trying to give
It did not feel 3 minutes 20. It felt far longer. And in a good way. I will say.
I was trying to give like Aziz a bit of credit there and be like, he probably took it to 5 minutes, but it's like, no, I can't even do that, clearly.
I mean, he did well. He had him in trouble.
True.
However, I think we both know Troy was just going to have a bit too much, especially if he's going.
It was only going to go one way.
Yeah.
So.
But bless him for trying.
Indeed.
Anywho, and take a drink every time I say anywho. We come to, oh dear God, I don't know how I'm going to do this. The Adrenaline Rush match to help determine the number 1 contender for the Adrenaline title. The rules of this contest is your standard kind of rumble match where participants join at equal intervals. I mean, they don't. They never have done, but
No,
it's
when
nice.
when it's time
Yes.
it's time for them to come out, they come out.
Yes. Also, when the last entrant has entered, the last two remaining in the ring will then fight it out in a standard wrestling match. So they can go over the top rope, but it will not see them as victors. It can only end by pinfall or submission.
Got it.
Entrant number 1. Do you want the long version or the short version?
Give me the long version. Go on.
So, entrant number 1 was Romeo Alpha Foxtrot Lima Echo Mike Alpha November Raffleman.
Hey. I did see this. I did see this entrance.
I was hoping you said long. So Raffleman comes out in a shield vest. This is quite good. I have to say that. It was very entertaining, especially with kind of the sign on the screen as well. Which it was a new setup for Futureshock in the Union, because we had two big screens as opposed to the one right at the back of the stage. We had smoke, which I don't think we've previously had.
No, and for the second show, I was sat right in front of one of the smoke machines, so I got blasted in the face quite a lot. So
but yeah, that was entrant number 1. Entrant number 2 was the Hunter Bryant Strong. This was a contrast, you could say, of styles. The match began with Raffleman having the better of things, landing a flying forearm smash, followed by a running tackle, not a spear, because the arms did not go round. It was a running tackle on Strong. Bryant then turned the tables as he gave a few forearms to the back of the head of Raffleman, grabbed a chair from under the ring, and produced the second hardest chair shot of the day. My God, the velocity on this. We thought it would be hard to beat. However, as we will realize much later on in this recording, it just got picked for chair shot of the day. We then had Najay come in at number 3. And at this point, I am going to grab my notes.
That's right, folks. He's not been following his notes this entire time.
No. I have the... Right, here we go. I have the actual running order.
Oh, look at this. Look at this prep.
Yeah. Well, you've got a prep now.
This professional. This professional right here.
Yeah. If anything comes up, I will mention it. So we have Najay at number 4. Sorry, Najay at number 3. Aaron Shaw at number 4. Jensen Vesper at number 5. Cian O'Connor at 6. John at 7. Peter Sador at number 8. Jake Cooper, who was making his debut in a Futureshock ring, came in at number 9. The Monster Kong came in at number 10. CJ Calhoun came in at 11. Nate Reese, who I was possibly the saddest person in there, was so happy to see Nate in.
It's always nice to see Nate.
Yes.
Aye. So it's always a good pickup for a show.
Yes. You always have that
because you know
you always have that one person where
Aye.
a lot of people just think, oh, it's them, or they're not particular
Mm.
fans. I am
Aye.
one of Nate's.
There we go. You have an innate appreciation for his shouty
Yes,
small man antics.
yes, that's what it is. I mean, he's mostly fat. Good wrestler, but I love what he does. 13 was Woof himself, KJ Tevlin. 14 was his brother, Aiden. 15 was George Armstrong. 16,
Hey.
and the final entrant of this adrenaline rush was the head coach himself of the Futureshock PC, Sam Bailey. It would be fair to say he didn't last long. But we will come to this because we will try and dissect a bit through what occurred.
Chop through some of the highlights.
Well, I will try my best. Actually, I don't have that many notes.
Okay.
Probably because
there we go.
I could easily use these notes. I mean, I have got about 6 paragraphs, but hey ho. But what we did see during this was Sador and Vesper working together. I know, who'd have thought it?
Naturally.
They really did kind of help this contest quite a fair bit with the humor, I suppose you could say. Vesper very much in a kind of like, I want to say delusional, but that would be a bit tad unfair. He did a fair bit of work. Sador spent most of it kind of like wrapped around a ring rope like he was kind of like a kebab. What else can I say? Oh, I will say that Jake Cooper that made his debut. Fantastic. I believe he got down to the final 6.
Okay.
I think he was the 5th from last to be eliminated.
There you go. Not bad for a debut. So.
Did really well. One of the standout moments was Sador just kicking him while he's down because Cooper was wearing pink kind of sparkly trunks. Sador wore his almost customary red ones. And as he's beating him up, says there's only room for one person with sparkly shorts in this town, which did get a bit of a chuckle from us. Cian O'Connor welcomed Sador fully as he hit a Canadian destroyer on Captain Canada.
Hey.
What else? Oh, we had Kong come in, looked at everyone in this contest, and then attacked every single person.
Naturally.
Spearing Sador out of his boots and almost breaking him in half. To which, after he'd done it, Sador, he didn't lay on his back, he lay on his shoulders with his legs right over.
Yeah.
And if someone had turned up on a bicycle, they could have parked it. I'll just say that. We then had something for those that are a fan of meat, meat connoisseurs, if you like. They would have been salivating in this match, as we had Kong, CJ Calhoun, who had a face-to-face, and just to throw in a bit more beef, we had Bright Strong joining.
Yes.
To which I really enjoyed seeing 3 beefy men in the ring at the same time.
It's always a good sight.
Yep.
It's always a good thing to see.
It definitely is. We then had numbers 13 and 14, who were the Tevlins. They did kind of the scissor, paper, stone to see who was going to enter. Obviously, it was KJ. the penultimate entrant, or my nose blocks up, is a former member or product, if you like, of the MCPC in George Armstrong. He did quite well as well in this.
I've been wondering where he's been for a bit, because the couple of times that George Armstrong I've seen him, I've quite been impressed by him. He's quite a capable guy.
He's a strange one, Armstrong, because he came in with the McCarthy Performance Centre group, and then the next time we saw him, he came out as the protege of one Danny Hope.
Yes.
When we had the Hope Hayes rivalry, which I think lasted one show, and we haven't seen anything happen since. But then Armstrong's just kind of gone away on his merrily way and had some really good matches. The one against Danny Proper, I believe I think it was the Greatest Showcase. That was a really good contest with him.
Yes, indeed.
So it's always good to see.
I really enjoyed that one.
It's always good to see like new talent kind of coming through and kind of hitting the ground running, which again you have to credit Futureshock with. Everyone that has come through there and come on the show have all hit the ground running. So
absolutely, indeed.
Shout out to everyone there.
I'll always respect a guy who in 2026 decides, no, I'm going to do the Emerald Flosion as well. I'm going to do all my Shibata moves. I can do all them still. It's like it's the old recipe still being brought out. I respect that.
So we came to the final entrant. We didn't know how many there were. I thought there was 10. Due to the fact there was 10 kind of like silhouettes on the graphic. So it's kind of they're putting one and one together and coming out with like the Shroud of Turin as the Phoenix Knight joke goes.
Thank you.
So we then had someone coming out with a carrier bag with what looked like balloons and handing them out to people. I can't remember who it was he said it to. As he was coming past us, he went, "You don't look like the person that should have one of these," and just went off. It was someone that it was like a trainee at Futureshock. I was just handing these out, and no one knew what they were originally. And then we had, I think it was the same person, grabbing the microphone and proceeded to give a ring announcement to someone we have not seen in Futureshock for a hot minute, as I believe the kids say, in Sam Bailey. And those balloons, or that look like balloons, were actually confetti things. So as he kind of saunters round the ring, dancing, people were letting these confetti things off. Scared Bailey a couple of times, because a couple of them were quite loud. So he gets in the ring. John is precariously near the ring rope, and at one point just thinks, "Oh, my shoes are undone." So Bob's down to tie his shoes. Bailey is running at him like beeline style, leaps at him, but as he's leapt, John is kind of like bobbed down, and Bailey goes straight over the top in, I believe I clocked it at like 3 seconds.
Brilliant. Amazing.
And Bailey just has a look of what the hell's just happened, and then tries to pin it on the trainee. A few comments get kind of like put his way, laughing, and Bailey very sheepishly leaves. We get to the final 6, who I believe were Vesper, Sador, Nate Reese, John, Najay, and Jake Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Reese then says, we're the top ones, or we're the top dogs, or something like that. And Vesper and Sador say, did you say over the top? And then they both grab Reese, launch him over the top rope. As you do.
Naturally.
So we lose Reese, unfortunately. We then lose Cooper. I didn't see how he was eliminated, I'll be honest. And then we got down to the final 3, who... Oh, sorry, we had Vesper and John fighting on the ring apron. Sador comes running at John, big boots him off the apron, goes down. And our final 3 are Najay, Vesper, and Sador. So we have Sador beating up Najay. Vesper looks around and thinks, I'm going to throw him out here. So he grabs Sador, goes to throw him out. Sador reverses it and throws Vesper out. Vesper loses his shit, effectively saying, we're supposed to be friends. 2 years friendship. With 2 years friendship. I thought, Jensen, you were trying to do it to him.
Yeah, ignoring that he's just trying to do it to him.
Yeah. But Sador just says, I've done it for us. This is going to be the 1 in 21 and 1. The crowd, I think, were quite behind Sador.
Aye. That's been the running.
Yes,
it's been the running theme for a while now.
It has. So Sador's celebrating, thinking, I'm going to do it. We then get the announcement of, just to let you folks know, these 2 are the last men. We're now going to have a standard wrestling match. So Sador's kind of like a kid at Christmas, thinking, yeah, I'm going to win. And then AJ hits the Ghanaian driver, and that is the 1, 2, and the 3. We have Sador moving to 22 and 0. How long, if you are there, was this match? Though I could be completely off here. Am I still here? Am I not? Yes, I am here.
You went off for a minute.
Yeah.
You're back now.
Oh, I do that.
Nice.
That's going to happen a whole lot more. Don't worry.
No.
How long was this rumble?
Exciting edit.
Yes. Oh, edit? I'm not editing.
Well.
Okay, then.
How long was this rumble?
For clarity.
I know. Yeah.
He knows how long the match is in minutes.
Yes, I was sent some notes with the particular minutes of the match on. So I know that it is 36 minutes.
It is 36 minutes.
But I have not guessed the I need to know the seconds.
Yes.
So I'm going to go 36 minutes and 24 seconds.
10.
Oh. See, I always go too high. You need to start going lower now.
Yeah. You know, you just... I mean, in fairness, if we're playing kind of like Price is Right, you are fine.
Aye.
You're not going over. You're not going... Actually, no.
Yeah,
you are going over. Ignore what I've just said there. No, you're fine, aren't you? No, you're not. You're over.
Either way...
Yeah.
Either way, I got it wrong. So
it's been a long day filming. Quite literally, it's been a long day filming. So, as you can tell, I don't know where the camera is. There you are. For editing purposes and those that are watching, I have switched to mobile because my internet is shit.
Yes, we've had a complete failure on that end, but we have
Absolute
returned
fail.
somehow.
But
We find other means.
we find new methods,
Indeed. New technologies.
shall we say? So I will restart what I was talking about. We came
Hmm.
to the second half, which was the women's championship. Oh, sorry, to give its full title, the Futureshock Women's Championship. As I have a book coming up. There we go. As Holly Barlow takes on Skye Smitson.
Hmm.
I haven't got many notes on this,
Hmm.
not because it wasn't a bad match, as my internet now says, would you like to carry on this Zoom call on here?
No, we're not trying that
No,
again.
no, I
We're not
don't.
messing around with that again.
No, you can fuck off. But yes, this was it. It was fine. There wasn't a
It
whole.
was it what you expected?
Um, I suppose.
Not in like a bad way,
I've
but like
seen,
in like the level you
I
expect from
mean,
these two. It was that level.
I knew what I was going to get. I knew
Hmm.
with Holly what you're going. You know what you're getting with kind of like Holly on because I feel you have different styles.
Yes.
So I am used to now seeing Holly on like even TNT shows when she's
Hmm.
facing these kind of caliber opponents.
Yes.
And when it's at Future Shock, it's kind of a different style,
Yes,
I would
indeed.
say.
Hmm.
It's more kind of like family friendly as opposed to
Yeah.
you can say whatever the hell you want on
Aye.
the others. Albeit
Hmm.
when it's TNT, still has to tone it down
A little bit. Aye.
a wee little bit. But yeah, but the match itself, I still enjoyed. Skye trying to needle the crowd, saying she can't wait to get out of
Hmm.
here and go back to London. Uh,
The easy stuff.
yeah, it, it,
Yeah.
it was it was kind of like Route One in a
It's
sense.
easy, but it works. So.
Yes, but it's the thing I will say across. I could make a case over both shows, but maybe more show one.
Hmm.
The the crowds just were not particularly firing.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, normally we say Stockport's got the more like vocal fans.
Yeah.
And the Union seems to be a case of, and even then, when it's like two shows, show one
Hmm.
is normally the quiet show, and show
Yes.
two is like the rowdy crowd that have come in after like a
Yes.
few
That's more
drinks
the more
or
cool. You
students.
mean people like me, basically.
I mean, yes, without saying so. But this match, I felt really got hurt by like a lack of crowd interaction. There was a
Yeah.
lot of silence in it, which
Hmm.
I felt awkward with.
Hmm.
Because it's a thing if you want to cheer, but no one really seemed to want to do anything. They're just happy to just sit there,
Aye.
which was a shame on Holly and Skye because they're both great in the ring,
Hmm.
and even Skye like trying to rile up the natives.
Hmm.
It just no one really wanted to kind of do anything, which
Aye. Aye. Hmm.
did hurt a few matches I felt across the day.
Hmm.
The match itself, though, as I say, really good. Holly
Hmm.
started off strong. Then we have Smitson kind of changing the outlook on this
Hmm.
contest. I think this was after Smitson drove the back of Holly into the ring apron while they were on
Hmm.
the outside. Just let me save that. There we go. Uh, and then from that point, it was kind of Smitson taking over this
Hmm.
contest. Holly having flashes of wanting to fight back, and Skye always cutting her off. Uh, Holly then roars back with a clothesline, a code breaker, and a crossbody from the top.
Wait.
That's before she then hits a dive through the ropes to hit Skye. However, Smitson re-establishes control, hitting a running knee and a big lariat that draws a near fall. My God, I thought she was going to decapitate Holly with that one. Holly hits a Barlow stunner. It's the same result. Near fall. Closing stages sees a reversal from the champion, who's now added the kind of the rude awakening net breaker to her arsenal. That sets up the elbow drop from the top rope. And we now go into a 430-day reign. 430 days?
Maybe.
I think that's 430 days. Because I forgot she won it before the anniversary last year. So, yeah, that's
430
right.
days. Correct. Bang
Yeah, 430 plus days as Barlow as champion. The question now is who's going to take it from her? I'm thinking of at this point.
Because as far as I know, there's not many women set up in Futureshock to kind of take that position yet, I think.
Yeah,
so.
it seems very much a case of Lily and Holly.
Those are the only two women in Futureshock at the minute.
Because I was checking the title defenses, and I think 4 out of the 8, I think if you include the title win as well, 4 of them have included Lily. And you've got to get to a stage where you stop going, we'll have Lily go again.
Yeah.
And
there's a level of like you have to have some more women who can be involved. You can't just have the same 1 or 2 every time.
Because it's the thing as well, they have brought in kind of like new talent for the future. I mean, we've had Violet Knight, we've had Skye, Carnivora, Saxa, Lucy Skye.
Natalie Sykes was back a while ago, so
Sykes as well. I mean, they have brought them in, but in terms of trying to set like new challenges, the closest I can think really is Carnivora.
Aye.
And out of those that are, I say consistently, she's only been on the card twice, but as it stands, really, it's kind of her and Saxon. And there's no one really I can think of, which again is something to kind of like look at moving forward. But I mean, we said this kind of almost not last year because I wasn't recording these shows last year, but towards the back end of last year, we were talking about the men's title, saying it was stale and there were no challengers. Whereas now with the men's championship, you've got a few more challengers and it's not looking stale. So it can be sorted.
It only takes 1 or 2 kind of names being kind of more threaded in to make that change immediately. So it's it's entirely possible.
Yeah, it's one of it. We'll say like a teething problem. In a sense. But yeah, we then had the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. This was Gen 1 taking on Act 2. Technically. So Jack Knudsen was unable to participate in this match. And taking his place was Nishiki, the picture perfect wrestler. A lot of people did not know who Nishiki was. I did. And I have to be honest. And to be fair,
I was quite happy to see him because
Hmm.
I did enjoy Nishiki. He is a bit underrated, I feel.
Hmm.
Uh, I've seen him at Salford, and he does a great job there.
Hmm.
So to see Nishiki was a bit, I felt. So he teamed with
Ah.
Benjamin Harlan. And of course, if you don't know, the ongoing stipulation with Gen 1 is
Hmm.
whenever they get defeated next, that tag team must disband.
Hmm.
And this was this was another match that I felt at times got hurt with like the crowd not
Hmm.
being fully in invested in it.
Hmm.
It would have been nicer to have had like a crowd really kind of like getting fully behind like Gen 1 and it
Aye.
feeling like it's in the balance.
Hmm.
Um, I think also some, oh, I say some, I know there were a few that were already talking about, oh, well, it's going to be Gen 1 in the O5 later.
Yes, I think we were saying this last time we talked about Future
Mm,
Shock that as much as like that stipulation is good for what story they're telling, the run up to it means that any match that Gen 1 are in doesn't have the same stakes because you kind of just look at whoever they're against and go, well, they're not going to lose, they're going to break up because of them. It has to be something big. So,
but it was the thing, even during this match, which I will say they did a really good job at,
mm,
they did put doubt in the mind of, oh, are they actually going to have them lose here?
mm,
So they did do a good job on that.
aye,
But it was, I think, a few, I don't want to say smart people because I don't like that term.
mm,
But there was a few people that thought, oh, well, we know what's coming. So it's just like, how are we going to get there?
yeah,
Which is,
aye,
I much prefer to kind of see it from like match to match, even if you
yeah,
kind of
aye,
you have an idea where they may go. You
aye.
want to base it on match to match, which is
Yeah,
what I do.
the ideal is just like you are there on that show and you're watching the match that is in front of you then.
Yes,
Like a lot of people do the thing where they're just
yeah,
projecting forward, like, well, this is going to lead to this, and then that's going to lead to that. And as much as that's a way to watch a promotion, it can be a detriment sometimes for the actual moment to moment kind of matches you're watching.
I mean, sometimes we can be guilty on that on here where we have
Mm.
discussed things, but at least we kind of I'd like to say we're more respectful
Aye.
when we talk about it.
We can
Oh,
appreciate what an
yeah,
individual match is
we
doing
appreciate what we
at
are
that
seeing in
moment.
front of us.
Yes. Aye.
So, I mean, this what can I whoops, just get me notes because I've lost them. Yeah, there we go. Uh, yeah, this was a as I say, this was a good match. Nishiki and Grayson, Nishiki and Benjamin Harlan worked really well
Mm.
as a tag team. I don't know if they've tagged before
Mm.
in any other place,
Mm.
but they did really well here. Very kind of fluid as a tag team.
Mm.
Uh, got the better of Gen 1 a fair few times, which is why I felt this match really did its job to create doubt.
Mm.
We saw Pele into Slam Johnson for a few seconds because he started slamming
Oh.
everyone in this contest, uh, slamming him down
Hey.
with authority. Uh, we then
Mm.
have uh, Gen 1 going to end things with Chaos Rising or Glam Slam, depending
Mm.
what you call it. Uh, pardon. Uh, Benjamin Harlan then stamps on the foot of Grayson, and soon after, we see Pele hitting a. Soon after. Oh, sorry. we see Haaland hitting a version of the angel wings for an 8-ball on Pele. Nishiki hits a spinning elbow attack off the shoulders. What the hell?
What are you doing this for your own notes?
I know.
It's like, who's wrote these? I can't even
Right.
read them.
Right. Yeah. This isn't. I'll be honest. I'm not sending this to like the Sonys for like an award.
Sure.
So let's decipher what I've put.
Okay.
Nishiki hits a spinning elbow attack on Pele, who is on Haaland's shoulders.
Okay.
That's what I mean to say.
Mm.
And then we have the same kind of going to happen later on, except Nishiki goes to hit a cutter, but Pele breaks free. Haaland takes the cutter instead. Gen 1 hits the Chaos Rising for a pinfall and subsequently get the title shot later on.
Hey.
I fucking butchered that.
A little bit, but we get.
But I am not going through it. Yes. So before we come to your prediction on how long it went, how long did the women's title match go? Because
I thought I got away with that then. I got away with that.
Until I saw time, I thought, oh, I didn't ask him.
I'm gonna go 10 minutes 10.
Oh, you are close, my friend. 9 minutes 48.
Oh, getting there. Not bad for someone who hasn't watched it.
I know you're getting closer. How long was this tag match?
I'm going to go 13 minutes 17.
11 minutes 33.
Nah, completely overshot that.
Yeah.
There we go. Just when I think I'm getting close, I'm down again.
And that brought us to the main event of Show 1, which was Bulletproof Brady Phillips taking on the leading man, Tony Wright, for the Futureshock Adrenaline title. This was a absolute cracker.
Hey.
So we have Tony having the better of things early doors. He then is in the corner with Phillips running at him. Wright hops over Phillips, but in doing so jars his knee. And we see the challenger focusing on that body part and effectively just goes to work on Tony's knee, wrapping it around the ring post. You know the score. Just targeting the leg.
Yes.
However, we then have looking to chop Tony on the outside, goes to hit the ring post, stops himself, taps his head as if to say, "Ha, you idiots, I know these rules," and then proceeds to do it anyhow, which sees him favouring his left arm. And we then have Tony focusing on the left arm of Brady. And I think it was both the left extremities, as they call it.
Yes.
It was the left knee of Tony Wright, and it was the left arm of Brady Phillips.
Left leaning match, indeed.
Yeah. So we have absolute great one moment where Brady goes to do the bounce back lariat, and as he spins round, Tony catches him beautifully with the super kick. We then have the challenger who looks in some trouble as Wright targets the arm of his. Phillips reverses this into a single leg crab, then hits a lariat to take the champion down. Still cannot get the free count. Brady is now really struggling with this arm. I don't know what he's trying to hit, but Tony is kind of up on his shoulders like he's trying to do a Hurricane Rana. and Brady performs a one-arm powerbomb. Like, he literally lifts him up and then powerbombs him one arm.
Jesus.
If you watch it when it comes out, it is worth it just for the power and how he does it. We then see him a claim to fame attempt by the champion. He then pushes Tony into the referee. So the referee's then knocked loopy. Wright has Phillips tapping to the armbar, but the official is not dead, but lay out on the mat.
Yes.
Brady then goes to the outside, brings in the adrenaline title, cracks Tony in the skull with it, still gets 2 count when the referee kind of like wakes up. Then we have Tony up on the top rope. Brady looks like he's going to try and crack him again with the title. The referee grabs the belt off him. Then we have a tug of war over it. Belt comes back, hits the referee. Referee dying swan. And then as Phillips looks to try and pick the belt up, Tony, who's still on top of on the ropes, hits the claim to fame on Phillips onto the title belt and sees him successfully retaining his Adrenaline Championship and has successfully retained it for a solid year.
Way.
Really good match.
Sounds like it.
If I'm being nitpickety, because you know where I'm going to go with this, I didn't like the 2 ref bumps. Just slightly mistimed. That said, did not really take away from the match. If I'm being nitpickety, it's probably that. Overall, really good match. Good way to end show 1. But more importantly, how long was it?
Let's go 13 minutes 56.
16 minutes 14.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to help you going high.
Again, once I say a number, I lock in. That's how it goes. I'm not changing. That's how I go with this. I'm stubborn about this kind of thing.
Right. So that was show 1. I would probably rate that show about 7.5. In fairness, it was okay. It wasn't the best. It was fine. To be fair,
it was very much a show 1 of 2.
Yes, both these shows felt very different.
Yes,
but there is that. We now come to show 2. And